Hello my loves, and welcome to my channel. In today's video I wanted to talk about Indian superstitions. I personally find this extremely interesting, and there is always a reason why something came to fruition, and generations for generations many of those things, also proverbs and other sayings, have come to life. So let's get to the bottom of this, and let me share with you some of the superstitions I heard growing up, and also today across the country in beautiful India. A lot of people believe in those things. So let's get started. One of the most famous ones is lemon and green chilies to ward off evil. Now, it could be possible that in your culture, in your country, you might have heard of this one before. Well, lemon is known to ward off evil, is widely believed in India, and they have little trinkets and decor. Well, I call it decor, but most of it is little knickknacks and items to hang in front of your door, put them in your car, and they come in various colors, shapes and forms. Now, I have one here that I would like to show you, and I just really use this as a souvenir. So you can see this has a fork-like figure, two eyes on the left and right, and in the middle you can see the lemons. This is a numerological, I believe, prayer, and this is in South India, Indian language. So this is Telugu or Tamil, I am not quite sure. And this is just something you hang on your door, and I keep it with me because I think it's really cute, and it reminds me of India. And let me show you the backside. So this is a copper plated prayer. It's actually called a yantra, like a talisman. And yes, so I think if you travel to India, or if you have ever been there, or you plan on going there, you might see those, sometimes even with garlic. Garlic is also widely known to keep away evil, and one of the reasons is because Hindus believe that some of the goddess and gods in Hinduism, they like sour food and sour items, and this is the reason why they place this in front of the door. So when the god comes to their office or their house, because gods are everywhere and they can come and check on you anytime, and they see you have something sour, and they kind of feed off that energy of that particular element or food that you have. So this is one of the reasons, but there might be others that I am not aware of. So the second one is, and I'm sure you've heard this one before, a black cat crossing your way. And people sometimes say you should let somebody else walk in front of that cat, or avoid crossing that street if you see a black cat coming your way. There is really no particular reason for that. A lot of people, especially also in Old England and Irish culture, believe in many of those things, that has passed down, and I don't really know what the reason is. Yes, one of the things is that, of course, astrology is a huge part of Indian culture and belief. And one of those malefic planets, the bad planets, believed in Indian astrology and Vedic astrology, is Shani. Shani is Saturn, and the color for that planet is black. So you don't really see many people in India wearing black that often. And yes, it's really colorful. People love wearing pink and yellow and orange because of certain religious reasons, but also because black is just not the most best wanted color when it comes to day-to-day wear. And just for my inspiration, I also chose to wear this dress today, which I designed myself, by the way, just to appreciate all the colors we have in Indian culture. So yes, they try to avoid wearing black. Of course, if you have an event or something like this, especially in the evening, of course they do wear black, but in the daytime they avoid it. Now, there is another one which is quite funny, and my mom used to tell me about it. You should never open and close a scissor really fast. Like, let's say this is a scissor, you should not do like this with the scissor, because it causes fights and arguments between yourself, who's doing it, and between another person. So I believed in it because she used to say this so very often, but I don't know if that's true, and I do not have a reasoning for that. So yeah, the other one is again, to ward off evil eye. People in India, we have Hindus, we have Sikhs, we have Muslims, we have Christians. Some of them use a black dot from eyeliners or a kohl powder, which is called surma. They use their left hand, pinky finger, and apply that right on that left cheek, sometimes even behind that earlobe. And it is just believed that it wards off evil eye, and also looks pretty. It looks like a mole, and I have seen a lot of people do that, but I must say usually more girls than boys. So maybe it is just a reason for them to look prettier, and it is widely believed also in the Western cultures that certain molds can make you look more attractive. So who knows how true that is. Another one is wearing a black thread around your ankles, and usually it's on the left ankle, and that is also to ward off evil eye. Now, what is evil eye really? Of course, it depends on what religion you're from, because a lot of it also comes from religious beliefs, right? Many times, though, what happens is people believe that evil eye comes from somebody praising you and you are looking great, or you're just doing well in life. And when people praise you and say, oh my god, look at you, you are gorgeous, you are so beautiful, I cannot believe you look so pretty, or this dress looks amazing on you, things like that, it can actually make you sick. Those things can break, and I must say I do believe in this one because it used to happen to me since I was a little baby. And I was a really cute, chubby baby. And, people used to say good things and cuddle me and just compliment me and things like that. But sometimes it's not even an ill intent, and it just catches you, right? And some people are more sensitive to those things, and it can just affect you more likely. I believe it's also a thing of our spiritual aura, which we have to protect. And of course, if you are a baby or even in childhood, you can't really protect yourself. So yeah, there are some things that you can do to protect yourself from evil eye, right? And some people believe, which my grandparents used to tell me, that sometimes evil eye is coming your way and you're being attacked by evil eye from supernatural beings. Some things like ghosts and spirits, because they're everywhere. And there are stories that they fell in love with a girl. It happens, and I'm not sure if that's true really, but I do believe there are other dimensions, other spirits, ghosts maybe, and they see a human girl or a human boy, and they might fall for you. So that's why it's a huge part of Indian culture, and I just thought it's extremely interesting to talk about it. So as I'm talking about the spirits and the ghosts, let me get on to the next one. So there is a old tree in India which is extremely feared by a lot of folks. It is called, in Hindi it's called Peepal tree, Peepal tree, and I believe in English it's called the Bodhi tree, Bodhi as in Bodhi tree. It looks like a banyan tree. It is usually quite old, and of course they look scary, especially in the night. And a lot of people in India, and I'm sure also in neighboring countries such as Nepal, Bangladesh and Pakistan, they believe that like female spirits and ghosts live on that tree. And there are a lot of stories indeed that ghosts have been seen on that tree. And you can find those trees anywhere, especially across India, in the city, and of course also in the villages. And back in the day, of course, when we didn't have cell phones and stuff, children used to be much more innocent and creative, right? So children and even lovers used to go and sit under such a tree, because it's huge. It gives you a lot of shade in the hot sunny day. And they used to write poetry, take a nap, and things like that. So the thing is that a lot of people believe that ghosts live there. So you should never really cross under the shadow of that tree, especially at night, especially with your hair down, and never wearing perfume. And that is valid for girls as well for boys. And I also know that a lot of Muslim people say that, and I strictly believe in this: men should not urinate outdoors, especially in the nature, in the fields, or on trees and bushes, because Sometimes there are entities living there that we don't know live there and we can't see them, but you don't want to insult someone, and then have to pay for revenge. So it is really something I believe in, and just hold it or go to the restroom, but don't do it somewhere, because we don't see things. We are just human, and we just should really protect ourselves as much as possible. So enough ghost talk, let's get on to some of the nicer ones. When your palm starts itching, and sometimes it happens, right? You're just sitting there and you feel a slight itch in your palm. People believe, some of them, my grandmother was one of them. She used to say, "Oh, you're about to get rich. Money is coming your way." And I don't really think it's true. I have never experienced that. But it could be law of attraction, right? People believe things, and well, my palm is itching. Is money coming my way? But I believe this is also widely known in Afghanistan and Persia. So these are like the most basic ones. And now I'm coming to the lesser known superstitions. One of them is you should never sleep with your head in the direction facing north. So there is 4 directions, but you should never have your head facing north. The reason could be, of course, any of the electromagnetic fields. I don't know if people knew about that back in the day. But yes, one of the main reasons is that when people in India bury the dead, mostly they cremate them, but if they bury them, they put their head facing north. So it's also a huge part of feng shui, and I believe in it. And when you have your head facing north, usually you do get disturbed sleep, insomnia, headaches, bad dreams, nightmares. And yeah, I have indeed experienced that. So I never sleep with my head in the north direction. Load up a compass app on your phone and see the directions. South and east is the best one. So I really believe in that one for sure. So another one is don't sweep after sunset in your home. Why is that? Well, Hindus believe that the goddess Lakshmi walks out of your house. Lakshmi is the goddess of wealth and money, and who wants to chase away money? So after sunset, it's said you shouldn't do it. And it's also common sense, really. For me specifically, I try to clean my home in the day and not do any cleaning in the evening. So that's one the elder generations in India believe in. Another one is you should eat curd and sugar mixed in the morning, or especially if you are trying to go somewhere and you need good luck. So this could be for a job interview, an exam, or a date. It is known to bring good luck to you, but I feel it's actually to calm your stomach, because it gives you this really comforting, nice feeling in your belly. And that is one of those nice ones. Usually grandmothers tell their kids and then grandkids. Another interesting one, which is more, again, has to do with feng shui, is the number 13 is known not to be very good. It is an unlucky number, also believed in the West. So if you look for apartments or hotel rooms in India, you do not find any with the number 13. There will be just 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14. So they just skip 13, sorry. So I feel like there must be a reason for that. I do not know why, but I think it is mind-boggling that there must be a reason why, there are no apartments with that number. And let me think. Oh, so there is one which is, I believe, more closer to religion. People say you should sacrifice an animal for, if you're like, let's say, about to get married, about to go on a journey. And a lot of politicians do that. A lot of powerful people do that who have money, but I would say are not very educated, or are just blinded by religion itself. And they do sacrifices, right? I'm not going to name any names here, but there are some politicians in India and also Pakistan, because obviously I'm talking about pre-partition time superstitions that still people believe in, right? So those people do animal sacrifices, a goat, and especially black. So black colored goats, black colored chickens, and lambs. And I think it is really stupid, because how can an animal save you from something that is meant to happen to you? If you are, going to face an accident or something traumatic is going to happen to you, it's nevertheless still going to happen to you. And again, why the color black? Because it actually came down from the Hindu beliefs that the color black isn't very good. Of course, it brings down your energy levels, and it's not like the best color. So they, do that, and I feel sorry for the animals, but just apart from that, it just does not make any sense. But a lot of people do it. Alright, so then there is one. You should crush a snake's head after you kill it. Alright, back in the day, there used to be snakes, and if you kill one, sometimes there is still some life stuck in that snake, energy or veins, and they believe that if you don't crush the head of that snake, it will remember your face and it will come for revenge. It will come after you, so you better crush the head. So that's a funny one, I think. And the last one is, don't cut your nails, don't trim your nails or your hair at night. Again, the reason, goddess Lakshmi, right? The goddess of money and wealth and luxuries, she feels probably disgusted, or she doesn't like it, right? She's known as the pretty goddess, and then she likes it all clean and welcoming, and that's why it's widely known not to do it. But also the Muslim people believe that ghosts, ghouls, known as jinns, get attracted if you leave anything of your DNA after evening hours around your house. And similar to that one is, throw away bones of food you have consumed. Don't keep it in your trash. If you have a trash can, close the lid, make sure it's not the bones of food like chicken or beef or whatever is not exposed, because they believe, and I'm saying Muslims, but also Hindus, because they live and used to live so, closely in harmony together, that jinns, those ghosts, feed off those bones. And of course, you do not want to attract them in your home. So that's all I have for today, and I hope you enjoyed this video, because I always thrive and try to look for interesting subjects and stories which are just interesting and educating. So let me know in the comment section if you ever heard of any of these superstitions before, and what are some of the superstitions that are believed in your country and your culture and your religion. I would love to check them out and see what some of those are. So thank you for watching, and have a great day.